All right, welcome, my beautiful people, to this week in review. I'm going to get right into today's question. And today's a good one because we're going to be talking about or diving deep into the topic that can really make or break your business. Doesn't matter if you're in the short-term rental business, you're in the travel industry, or you're running a coffee shop. The topic I'm about to talk about truly can make or break your business. And today we're going to be talking about the customer experience enhancement, right? We're going to be talking about why improving that customer experience is essential and sharing some innovative ways businesses are stepping up their game as it relates to this specific topic. Again, whether you're a business owner, a manager, or just interested in learning the latest trends, you don't want to miss this video. So let's start with the basics and what exactly is customer experience or customer enhancement, right? For us, it's the overall impression a customer has of your business based on your interactions with them. And that's important, right? So the moment a customer either goes on your website, enters your business, or in our case, sends us an inquiry, it's important to understand that this interaction is going to be, it'll initiate that customer experience, right? What we want here more than anything is just to keep that customer happy and building loyalty. And this loyalty will eventually drive revenue and set your business apart from the competition. And in today's very competitive market, and today when inflation is high, that spending dollar isn't as good as it was several years ago. It's very important that we, as business owners or operators or managers, that we understand this important concept, right? In fact, if you look at studies, it'll tell you that when you prioritize that customer experience, you're going to see a minimum of a 10% increase in revenue. And that's huge for a lot of small business owners, right? So what we want to do now is explore, some innovative ways businesses are enhancing that customer experience. Now, if you're watching and you have any comments, then you can just list the comments, and then my media director, one second, will go ahead and try to answer whatever comment you may have. And I know there's at least two of you guys watching now. I thank you for watching. But if you have any comments, just list them in the comment section, and then we will try to answer them as we go along. But let me go ahead and continue here. So one of the first or major trends in that customer experience is personalization, right? We want to personalize this customer interaction. And today, companies all over the world, and especially major companies, are leveraging data to create this tailored experience for their customer. I know most of you own smartphones, and sometimes you may be having a conversation with someone, or you may be Googling something, and then all of a sudden you're getting all these ads for whatever it is the conversation was about. So some people may say, hey, the phone is spying on me. And believe it or not, it probably is spying on you. But more importantly, in today's digital world, all your data is out there. And companies like Netflix, Spotify, social media companies like Instagram or Meta, YouTube, they're all using an algorithm to recommend a product, a show, a music to you so that you can stay on or become that customer that they're looking for. Now, using this data and this customization, the reason why it works is because it makes you feel like this company is speaking to you, right? It makes you feel like you're getting a personalized service. So Now, some of you, if you're not in the short-term rental industry or not in the travel industry, you may be asking yourself, well, does this work for me, right? And I'm here to tell you that this personalization doesn't just apply to digital services. It applies to real retail. For example, if you have a retail store, service-based businesses, it applies to all of us, right? And the reason it applies to all of us, again, because it makes that customer feel good. So I'm going to give you an example, right? Just think about entering a store and you're greeted by your name and shown a specific product that you were thinking about. That's what this customization is all about. And to dive deeper into this brand connection, what we want to really talk about next is that omni-channel customer support. Right? And today's customer really wants to communicate with a business on their terms, meaning when they walk in or when they make that phone call, they want to talk to someone either by email, by phone, chat, social media, it doesn't matter, but they want that communication to be fluid. So and seamless, right? So for example, in today's omni-channel world, right? For example, for me, I put myself as a consumer. When I'm a consumer, I hate when I have to dial in a phone number and I get a bot asking me press 1, press 2, press 3 for whatever it is I need. It takes me 10, 15 minutes just to get a hold of someone, right? If you really want to enhance that customer experience, you got to get rid of that. Now, doesn't mean that you can't use AI or chat box to assist you. Now, because we use it, but you have to understand that you need to personalize that chat. So, for example, our chat, which provides 24/7 support, is there just to answer basic questions and to get an immediate interaction with that guest. We've learned through our experience in the past that the business owner or that business, when they get an inquiry, when they have someone inquiring about whatever service you're inquiring about, normally they're going to do a Google search and they're going to find and they're going to start sending messages, but they're not just going to do it to you. So for me, in my world, when we get an inquiry for a property, we know that potential guest is not just looking at my property. They're looking at multiple properties. So the first person that reaches back and starts opening that line of communication will most likely get that business. And I can't express how important that is. This is why we can't have people on the phone 24/7, but we can have AI. But we need to understand that AI is really limited, especially if you want to enhance that customer experience. Now, why is this really important? Why do we want to do that? Again, that customer, and as a business, we want to focus on creating memorable experiences that go beyond that traditional or normal transaction. So let's think about Starbucks. In-store events or interactive retail spaces like Apple stores, where you can try out products before buying them. Experiences like this not only draws customers, but it keeps them engaged and excited about coming back to you. Again, the idea here is just to make the customer feel like they're special, to make the customer feel that what they're looking for and their needs are being attended to. Extremely important. This is why Starbucks has been successful in the past. This is why Apple does so well. This is why Amazon, specifically Amazon, if you're an Amazon or Prime member, this is why they do well. As a traveler, this is why, for example, JetBlue, being a Mosaic member is huge, right? If you reach that status, it really changes the game, as well as now like budget airlines like Spirit, Alliance, they all have this loyalty or this rewards program. But the key here is to make the customer feel special, right? Another exciting approach in the customer experience is by being proactive, right? by having a proactive customer service. Instead of waiting for a customer to report problems, businesses, businesses like ours are now reaching out to them first. So let me give you an example, right? If a flight gets delayed, airlines can automatically notify customers via text and options for rebooking, or you can know, hey, my flight, I don't have to get to the airport super early. It's going to be the, here we use it in our business, right? The customer checks in, or pretend when a guest checks into the property. The very next morning, they receive an automatic message, but they receive a message from us. How was the check-in process? How was their night? Is there anything they need? We're being proactive. Now, this does two things. This is why other companies are also doing this, is because it tells the customer, number one, that you care, right? And it also, for us as a company, allows us to protect ourselves from allegations of, of things in review later on. So, for example, in today's day and age, there's going to be people that want to scam or get over on the system, right? A lot of people know, like, I don't know if you guys saw on the internet a couple of months back, Costco has a no explanation return policy, and a lot of people were abusing this policy, right? And the fact is, for example, they gave an example of a lady that returned, I believe it was a sofa or a outdoor furniture years later, and Costco took it and refunded all her money back. That's what we're referring to as protecting yourself when you do this. Now, we don't have that policy, but when we send out this email and the guest responds, everything's okay. If there's an issue, we address it away. If we get a bad review, we have some ammunition to rebut or explain what we did proactively, right? So proactive customer service also applies in that follow feedback, like I just mentioned, where companies reach out to customers to resolve concerns or express appreciation for positive reviews. Again, this shows that their input truly matters, right? So I firmly believe, and you should adopt this if you're a business owner, that you should, that customer is yours before they become a customer, meaning that first interaction, and then after become a customer, that post customer phase, right? So for us, once that customer checks out, we're going to send out a message, thanking them for booking with us. We're going to tell them that, especially if they're a guest, that we'll give them give them a 5-star review, and we expect we earn the same. We're going to have that interaction, but then we're also going to include that customer and put that customer into our CRM, right? And those that don't know what a CRM is, basically is just a system that allows us to continue interacting with these past guests, so that they can continue to be customers, for an extended period of time. The last I'm going to talk about, because I'm making this video or this review, I'm making it too long that I want it to be, is using technology, right? Kind of touched on it already in terms of the AI bots, but technology is allowing businesses to create a more immersive customer experience. Very, very important today, right? Especially if you are a realtor, if you're in my business, you can use virtual reality or augmented reality as part of your business, right? So today, there's a lot of businesses that are using this augmented reality or virtual reality to their benefit, to enhance that customer experience by, for example, as if you're a realtor, you can do virtual tours of a property. We do that as well. You can do, if you're in the travel industry, you can do virtual tours of a location, but using technology, and that's just on the augmented reality or virtual reality side of it. I've already talked about using AI bots, right? Chat GBT. You have to integrate this stuff into your business because it really will enhance your customer experience, right? As the world becomes more digital, embracing these innovations are going to be critical. So I just gave you several ways that you can enhance that customer experience. So hopefully you got a little bit out of it. If you want to dive deep into how we create that customer experience and how we interact more with our customers, then just DM me or buy me a coffee and let's have that conversation. But now I just want to get into this past week's agenda and our business and our number. So let me share my screen. First of all, let me make sure I'm where I need to be. No. Okay. And again, for those that are watching, again, thank you for uh, for giving me your time and attention. So now, hopefully, you're seeing this. Let me make sure you can see this. Yeah. Okay. Great. All right. So this past week, it's been September and the first couple of weeks or the first 2 weeks of October are really bad or slow. What we refer to as slow season for us. We're not seeing the numbers that we would that we saw in the summer or in the fall. Or in the spring. But you're going to see this stuff pick up, and I'm going to show you what I mean by picking up. But this past week, we generated a little over $30,000, close to $31,000, but it's an 18% decrease from the prior week. We had 215 nights booked. Again, 21% decline. Now, this feature on my PMS system is new. If you're a subscriber to the show and you every Monday see my weekend review, this is new. They just added this. This is why I love Hostfully and as a PMS system because they're constantly improving the product. And this is huge for me because as a business owner, data is important. You want to know what trends are coming, and you need to use this stuff. But going back, occupancy rate is at 60.86. 17% decrease. Now, keep in mind, this is week to week. I do a weekly review, and I only talk about the past week. So this is the past week. I'm going to go ahead and change this in a second so you can see where we are in the month. But average daily rate is 143. RevPAR is 87. The big generator, again, is Airbnb. They generated 17.42 thousand this month. We came in at almost 6,000. Booking.com is at 4.1. Verbal is at 2.9, and all others are at 310. In terms of RevPAR per property, Oakland Park is 277. Big House 196. What Matters 176. Seahorse 173. And all others are at 84. Now, let me show you this month. Here we go. The numbers for this month so far, because we're halfway through more than halfway through October. Now this is going to take a little bit to generate, but I want you to see how September was, or the numbers in comparison to September, where we are midweek, and how we're going to finish. So again, watch these weekend reviews so you can see how the numbers fluctuate. And the important thing is, as a business owner, you really need to be tracking your data because you can make adjustments. We have made some major adjustments as a result of the slow season by creating more promotions, by increasing our marketing. One of the things that I do not understand is that when things are slow, businesses tend to cut marketing first. That should be the last thing you cut in your business because, again, marketing is going to get you customers. And without customers, you have no business. So here are the numbers for this month overall. So we're at 64.52%. I want to be at 75% occupancy rate. We'll see where we're at, but here's what I mean by the improvement, right? So revenue, we're 16.1% up than we were from September. Nights booked, we're 4.5% up from September. Occupancy rate, we're at 9.6% up than September. So even though we still have another almost 2 weeks in the month, we're already up and ahead of where we were last month. And again, that's a direct result of our pivoting from September and our increased market. Because October, typically in terms of travel, is very similar to September overall in the industry. But if you know your numbers, if you know what's happening in the industry, you can pivot and you increase your numbers. And here the numbers prove it, right? Our average daily rate is up by 11%. And the big one is our RevPAR is up by 21%. So that's it. Project progress. I'm going to be heading up to my vineyard in Georgia, doing some construction there for this week. And then for the remainder of the month, we're going to be focusing on optimization. I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Dream Vacation. That's what this shirt is all about, right? Live your dream, people. Live your dream. Also, a big shout out to my marketing company, Dream Media. If you need a digital marketing company, that especially if you are in the short-term rental business or you are a realtor, Dream Media specializes in you. Love you guys. See you on the next one.